Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Adi Hakim and I'm taking a Bachelor Human Capital Management course. Basically, we have been gathered by this subject, which is PEC 800, and now we are in the same group. So what is this subject actually? PEC 800 wellness is actually an act of practicing healthy habits on daily basis to attain a better physical and mental health outcomes. In this subject, it is truly has achieved their purposes. All right. On the first day of PEC 800, PEC 800, our lecturer has explained briefly about what is a PEC 800 wellness and their purposes. The day of our lecturer asked each of us to check our own BMI. When I saw my own BMI, in my mind say that this is really bad. So moving on to the grouping, we have been grouped randomly by our lecturer. And now here we are in the group 1. I'm really glad to meet all of you. We have been through for the first task given, which is Tabata stretching. Even after we did those exercises, I continued to do it by myself. Other group also received their own task given by our lecturer, and some doing physical and some giving information on how to treat injuries and more informations. This is the list of each group and their activities, which is the second group is Zumba, third group is outdoor sport injuries, the fourth group is indoor sports, and the fifth group is mental health quiz and scribbles. After the last group present their tasks, we have been assigned by group to create a topic to debate on. Our group choose the pros and cons of plastic surgeries. Both sides given the strong points and end up well without any issues. Then we were given with a final project which is to prepare a diet plan, and we have to achieve 2,500 calories. As for my parts, I need to find the ingredients for supper, and it is quite fun. In my perspective for PEC 800, it has already contributed a lot of positive outcomes for me to live in a healthy life. Although sometimes it can be quite a hassle due to other assignment pile up, but I managed to solve those issues. All right, that's all from me. Thank you very much. Moving on to the next presenter.
Hold on, yeah. Hold on for a few minutes. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. So are y'all able to look at the screen? Okay, so before I start, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ang Tsin and I'm from Group 1. So basically, this subject that we're taking is about wellness management. And what is all of this about? So basically, what this subject is about will be explained further in the presentation. So moving on is that the first task that was given to us, which is the first group, is the Tabata. We are supposed to conduct Tabata, and that the instructions were given a day before the event itself. So it was quite hectic for every one of us to prepare and everything. So what our group did was that we separated each and every one of us into a smaller team, and that in that team itself, we have other discussions besides the big group discussions. So in that discussions, we managed to discuss a lot of things, such as how are we going to coordinate among each other, and how are we going to ensure that all of our information and the task will be conducted smoothly so that it doesn't affect the presentation and the activity itself. So moving on, I realized that there are students that are having health issues. So what I had to do is that I had to think critically in how to solve the situation, because I have to simplify. Of course, we have to simplify the movements for those students who are having any health issue so that it does not cause any problems throughout the whole activity. So through this activity, I've learned that it is important for us to think critically no matter what time is it and where we are at. So that is what I've learned. And moving on, besides conducting the activity, in this PEC class as well, there are many other activities that are conducted by other groups. So looking at the other groups, there are a lot of interesting activities that they have conducted. So of course, I have happily involved myself in all of those activities. So it made me realize that it is important for every group, okay, to present it's important for every house to have a basic first aid items, because without these items, what if we cut ourselves and we hurt ourselves, we would not have any basic items to help us. Okay, so moving on is that through one of the explanation from our friends, which is the activities, is that if a person suddenly fracture their feet or like they fall, and then I learned that we should not simply just move the person around so that it would continue affecting or worsen the condition of the feet itself. So without the explanation from my friends, I wouldn't have understand that this is a really important part while handling a patient, I would say. So moving on is that there are many activities that will contribute to wellness. Is because before this, what I've understand about wellness is technically just about health, but I did not, after explaining about so many dimensions, I realized that there are actually a lot of dimensions, which is emotional, occupational, intellectual, environmental, financial, social, physical, and also spiritual wellness. So along the semester, I've joined many events, many activities that made my semester more fruitful. So I tried my best to join all of the dimensions. However, it did not work because not all of the events are being conducted by other clubs, associations, as well as other universities. So in order to complete my task, I managed to join the other dimensions, but a few activities under each of the dimensions, the other dimensions. So out of all of the activities that I've joined, which was presented during the portfolio, so I would feel that the most meaningful activity that I have joined is the environmental dimension one, which is in relation to the photo taking competition. Because through the photo taking competition, it has made me understand about the importance of the ecosystem. Because without the ecosystem, human would not be able to survive, because we need the oxygen and all of those to survive, especially when what Tan Sri is always saying is that he would like to produce well-rounded graduates. So before this, I did not understand what is the true meaning of well-rounded graduates. However, after taking this PEC, I do realize that it is important that not only we have to focus on our academic, but also in terms of SDGs, whereby how the graduates will be able to take care of the environment while being a successful person in the society. So it was when I was taking the photos made me realize that it is important, because if we do not slow down and take care of the environment and we continue polluting it, the younger generations will not have a fresh air anymore. So we never know, they might need to buy oxygens and so on to continue with their life. So moving on is that health is important, because before this, I was thinking that health is not, especially like physical health is not as important because we're still young. So anyhow, I realized that it is important because apparently after exercising through all of the activities and so on, my brain will be fresher because of the increasing of heart rate, which once the heart rate is pumping, it brings oxygen to your brain, and that our brain will will produce more cells, and it will make more connections among cortical areas of the brain, and it would be beneficial for the day, and we will be more productive. So besides physical health, mental health is also important. especially for students, because we have so many assignments and it is really stressful for us. So what I have realized is that it is important for us to have a person to talk to whenever we need to release our feelings. Even we don't have anyone to talk to, the least that we can do is to do something that we enjoy to release the stress that is building, so that we can be rational and not hurt anyone's feelings throughout the day. So moreover, there is also a major project that we have worked on. So my task for this project is to ensure that the groceries are bought and ready for lunch preparation for our healthy diet according to the Malaysian pyramid. So I have been tasked to buy items such as dried chili, tempeh, carrot, and so on and so forth. So throughout the process of buying all of these items, I've encountered certain issues such as not enough stocks for certain items. So I had to wait for it to restock in order to get them. So it is a fun project because we realize how important healthy balanced diet is. So upon getting the items needed, I proceeded to pass it to my group mate, which is Ashura, to cook the items to produce lunch. So all in all, through joining this PC 800, it changed my perspective and also mindset about many things, mainly about environment, exercising, and also mental health of a person. And that my thinking is changed because I have experienced negative sides of those dimensions before I joined PC 800, such as aggressiveness, laziness to exercise, and resulting me to faint during exercise and not appreciating the environment that is essential for the future generation. So for sure, after this PEC, I would be more concerned about my own health as well as my mental health. So that is all from me. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, but boleh tak kita buat masuk Zoom link baru? Boleh? Sebab nak dekat habis.
Boleh.
Boleh? Right.
Alright. Sekejap Ya Allah. Sekejap. Okay. Korang boleh nampak kan? Boleh dengar suara? Very good evening to all of you and to our lecturer as well. My name is Anhana and I'm going to present my reflection, final project. Okay, so I'll start with our first activity, which is on 6th October. My group and I is actually the first group. We are required to do Tabata workout through online since we are now in the middle of pandemic. Tabata workout is a high intensity interval training, which is specifically designed to get your heart rate up in a short period of time. My teammates really give good feedback and cooperate well, and all of our tasks we split equally, and we all did our tasks just by given we split and we all did our tasks very well. Anyway, what we can get from here is leadership, teamwork, management, and communication skill are the skill that we have empowered through all these tasks. So I'm moving on to our major project. We are consist to learn how to plan a healthy balanced menu for a good health with 2,500 calories. Okay, as for my part and my partner, I'll do for breakfast. My partner and I choose banana bread with coffee for our morning breakfast, which consists around 400 calories. The ingredients for the menu are 2 slices of wholemeal bread, peanut butter, banana, and coffee. Okay, that's all. And for the banana bread, actually, it tends to have a high rate of protein, which is beneficial for our health. Apart from boosting energy, it also offers vitamin and also mineral. Moreover, it also has fiber to promote to digestive health for our body. So in conclusion, for someone or us to have a healthy living style, we should be mindful of the diet and ensure it is a balanced diet. So that's all from me. Sorry, I tak tahu kenapa slide dah tekan tapi dia tak nak gerak.
Oh, tu tak juga.
Hmm.
Hi, I'm Madhavi Ravichandran. So this is our first activity that we have done it in a class, which is our madam giving two videos, which is the first video is a 12 minutes. It's about the dynamic stretchings and another one is a 50 minutes stretchings and FP rotations. These stretchings these stretchings can maintain our muscles and flexible and stronger to make us stronger and healthy, which is important to maintain the joint of ranks and motions. And this actually is giving more benefit for me. And the second week we have done we are going to do our group as presenting. So our group are focusing on Tabata, which is given 30 minutes for us, and we have divided our task into 4 groups, and I decided to do 2 types of Tabata, which is standing abs twist and also heel touch. These are Tabata help to burn some calories and during the after the exercises. And the third activity, which is Zumba. Group 2 was presenting this Zumba that they are doing like a dance and aerobic exercise rotations is including movement from the variety of types. And as a Zumba is a most enjoyable and flexible exercise trends, and this activity reduce our health risk and helping to maintain the healthy weight and also boost our mood, and it can burn our calories in just an hour. Maybe in the future I will apply this Zumba in my workout plan. And the fourth activity will be presenting group 3, which is indoor activities, indoor home injurations. From this, I have learned the first aid and also they have showing the method by using the first aid. From this activity, I also learned about the symptoms and the types of treatments, the causes of sprain and structures burning and also choking. Based on this activity, it's very useful, providing good information about the indoor home injurations to us. And uh, and the fifth activity will be presenting on group 4, which is outdoor sport injurations, which is from this activity I have learned 5 types of outdoor sport injurations, which is pains, fractures, neck muscles pains, and also many types of injurations that I learned from these activities. And therefore I will apply, and I learned the treatments, that what are kind of treatments as we can apply for the injurations. And group activity 6 presenting by group 5, which is non-sport attire work, which is they are doing something different, which is they have sitting on the chairs and doing some exercises. I have learned a new skills, stretchings the way by sitting our chairs, because we are nowadays we are spending sittings on the chairs and doing our work. So it's very useful for me. And this activity taught that begin this activity has been shown to have many health benefit, and both physically and mentally. And the last group are presenting, which is group 6. They are taught me about the mental health, and they have doing 2 types of game, which is quiz and also Scribble. It's interesting and fun when we are playing these games. And lastly, is about our major projects. Okay, for our major project, we have I and Ahana are doing a breakfast. So I decided to buy things for Ahana to make a breakfast, which is we are doing bread banana with a peanut butter and 1 cup of coffee with calories of 400. Uh, and then that's all for me. Yeah, that's all for me.
Thank you, my baby. Okay, a very good evening to my fellow friends. My name is Muhammad Sosokwan bin Suhadi, and today I would like to present my reflection due to PEC 800 subject. And this subject was taught by Madam Fatihah. In the group PEC 800 discussion WhatsApp, there is a format when try to conversation with Madam due to avoid confusion of two classes, and this make easier for Madam to respond to students. In the end month of September, Madam Fatia asked us to find at least 5 activities, and Madam also has given us 10 members in one group. And Madam Fatia also gave an assignment for us to follow the exercise instructor on YouTube videos with 2 videos to burn out our calories. In the month of October, our group is the first group that need to provide a new Tabata exercise, and this activity is part of leadership and wellness. And for the next group activity, I managed to involve in others group activity. The end of the PEC subject for final project is entitled Develop a Healthy Meal, which is given 15 minutes per group and provides a meal of only 2,500 calories. Me and Aisha, we do a dinner meal, and these are the attachment or evidence that I get from our task. Thank you. And now I would like to give to the next presenter.
Okay, a very good evening to my fellow friends and lecturer. So throughout this PEC wellness subject. So first of all, I learned that health is essentially important for all of us, and we need to be aware of our health, especially now that we are living in COVID conditions. So we need to take good care of ourselves mentally and physically in order to lead a healthy and prosperous life. Other than that, I also learned to work together in a team. It helps me communicate a lot as I interact with them, and like we get to do activity together, which is the Tabata workout. Other than that, I also experience a lot of thinking skills and the benefits of learning and improving my mental health and physical. Next is about our major project. So our major project shows us that we need to have a healthy diet in order to live a healthy life. So by doing this activity, it actually spread awareness to us about what we intake daily and how we can use them to help improve our health. And other than that, it helps to prevent any bad health issue. And we also got to learn about the pyramid of the food chain, whereby we can see what are the main causes of people in Malaysia getting a lot of fiber or not, or a lot of fats. And this is actually important for us so that we can live long, healthy, and well. So I think that is all from me. I will pass it to the next presenter.
So hi, my name is Ashra. Hi friends. So I will present about the PEC reflection. So the first week is where we our group one do a physical activity, which is HIIT and also Tabata, which we split tasks among members. And then we do the warm up and introduction and also the HIIT and the Tabata workout. And then the second group is Zumba, which is like which is a Zumba, and also they after that they will do the cool down. And then after the, for week 2, it's group 3 and also group 4. Group 3 doing the indoor home workout, indoor home injury, which is we learn on treatment for poisoning and also burn and a lot of others. And also for the group 4, they do the outdoor sports injury, which is we learn on the treatment on hand and ankle sprain. And then for week 3, which is group 5, which we do the non-sports attire workout, which is a stretching and tricep dips and arm circle. And then group 4, doing a mental health game, which includes Scrabble and also mental health assessment using the quizzes. And then for week 4, we did a debate on plastic surgery, which I'm the one who proposed, and then I agree on that. Plastic surgery have a lot of benefits to it once individual. And then for the final project is that we prepare a meal plan for 2,500 calories. And we divided the task among group members, and my partner is Angzizi. And then I decided to prepare for the lunch. So the lunch, the total calories that inside the photos is 695 calories. And that's all from me. Thank you.
So hello everyone, my name is Nuridaya. So for the mock meeting today, I will present my reflection. So for the first activity that we done is Tabata workout that is conducted by our group. So before the week 1, we all made the plan for our Tabata session, like choosing the types of Tabata workout we're gonna do and warm up and divide into group for each set of Tabata workout. So while doing the activity, we first introduce what is a Tabata workout and the benefit of it. And after that, we doing workout, warm up, and doing the second set and the first set and second set of Tabata workout. So and then we go to activity 2. Which is Zumba and cool down exercise. This is all the benefit that we can gain from 2 activities, especially the cool down exercise, which can ease our body and get to our normal body condition. Next is activity 3, which is indoor home injuries, and activity 4, which is sport injuries. So based on activity 3 and 4, I gained a lot of knowledge on how to treat different type of injuries and how can we prevent and the prevention on getting the injuries. For me, knowing this can help us on any emergency situation in order to ease the pain of our injuries. So lastly is activity 5 and 6. So first is activity 5, which is exercise using any items around us, like using a towel, chair, and a book for this activity. For me, it is very useful for anyone that are busy and does not have time to do exercise. With this, they can do simple exercise, for example, while walking. So for the activity 6, which is conjunction with mental health, for me, this activity, so for the activity is first session about mental health assessment, and the second session is about playing overall, playing a scribble. So overall of these activities, I learned a lot of, I learned a lot of things, and I had a lot of fun. And for me, it can help boost my mental health condition. So for other activity that I had done is debate about plastic surgery, and I in a position side. And for my point is about the bad effect of the plastic surgery that can affect us physically and mentally. So, and the last is a final project in which we need to create a meal plan based on Malaysia food pyramid. So that all for me for the reflection of PSC. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Siti Nur Aisha, and my reflections cover from the beginning until the end semester of PEC subjects. So first is my group activity about Tabata. I learned Tabata is type of high intensity intervals training meant to raise heart rate quickly. So workout performer at high intensity target a wider variety of muscle groups than traditional exercise. So next is from other group activities. Some of it is about I learned about life skill indoor home injuries such as burn, cut, or poisons. There are a few things I learned that we can do for emergency treatments. Next is outdoor sport injury treatment. There are a few things to prevent potentially serious sport injuries such as we can do a workout, warming up or stretches before doing exercise or sport. So next is for group activity. I learned that teamwork help increase collaborations and has a scope for brainstorming and resulting in more ideas. When people join the group is also grow as well. For example, in our group, we have 10 members, so a person's total ability grow as well. Aside from talent, for each member experience converted to groups. Next is major project activity. Working in work has advantage that if someone is unwell or unable for work for any reason, the job must be completed properly and effectively by reminder of the tips. So in conclusions, PEC 800 did change something for my mindset, which give me more motivation to get up and don't give up. Even a few serious injuries that take a long time to recover, but it's not full stops. That's all for my inner thoughts about PEC 800s. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Can you see? Okay.
Boleh.
For overall in this subject, I am really satisfied and enjoy it because I learned so many things that I do not know in terms of health, in spiritual, social, physical, emotional, intellectual, and environment, which made my mind wide open for my future self-lifestyle health. There are so many things that I learned in this wellness management subject, such as how to do the exercise properly, what must be done before exercise, the concept and benefits of the exercise at both warm-up and the cool-down function to the body, and why people must stay fit in their lifestyle. During this class activity, in the weekly activities that must that conducted by all groups, I am really surprised of all the group activities that are really tough to me sometimes to follow the instruction and steps which have to fit with their time. In this class, I changed my mind to improve my health risk and issues because sometimes I'm afraid that I can't exercise better because of my health issue like my asthma. The several things that I the several things which I most like in this subject are really enjoyable, happening, and fantastic because of the teamwork and our communication styles with each other during the activities. So, other than that, I just have one thing that I will not sacrifice, which lack of the internet connection came up while the activities began during the class, due to because the class hopefully online because due to prevent our staff help during the COVID-19 disease. So overall, from this what is subject, I learned some of miscellaneous interesting fact which can use some we can use some object in the house or rooms for exercise, which the effects have a little bit same as we exercise outside the house. And during my group final project, I knew that there is a new pyramid help that can be referred for my daily meals to keep healthy and how to make a daily health meals with a great calorie count, which in my group final project, me and my partner managed to make 200 calories of sandwich meal. In addition, I also knew that exercise not only can be done physically by our body only, but it can be done only online with friends, which can develop and exercise our mind too. So finally, doing some group activity that were done online, I learned on how to treat some injuries on our body during the exercise or any time that had been fixed too. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so for these marks, the first column, the depth of reflection, would be 21. Followed by 28. 20. 16. And 8. That's all. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much, Ang. Now moving on to the second one. Depth of reflection, 28. And required component is 28. Intro and conclusion will be 20. As for the structure will be 16. And the submission will be 8. That's all for me. Thank you very much.
For Elfina, I'll give 20. 28. Intro and conclusion, 20. I'll give 15. And 8.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. And then for depth of reflection, I'll give 28. 28. Intro and conclusion, I give 18. Structure, I give 16. And then submission 8. That's all. Thank you.
For Matevi, anak perempuan Ravi Chandran, for deep depth of reflection, I give 28. And for the required component, 28. And for the intro and conclusion, 20. Structure, 15. And for the submission, 8. That's all for me.
Can you hear me?
Can.
Okay. So, 26 and the requirements 28, 20, then 15 and 8.
Daya? Hello?
Okay, for deep of reflection, 28. Next is 28. So 18. Structure 15. And 8. Submission 8.
For Nurul Hidayah, depth of reflection 28. Required component is 28. Intro and conclusion 17. Structure 15. Submission 8.
For Siti Noraisha, depth of reflection 28. Required component 28. Intro and conclusion 19. Structure 16. Submission 8.
For Natasha, reflection 28, 28, 20, 16, and submission 8.
Okay, that's all.